Alright, what is going on, guys? Jond Games here with another MUCraft video, and today I have two ideas for things that I want to get done just right this second as I'm starting the episode. The first thing is going to be with these guys. These guys definitely need to go somewhere, and I really don't like them just kind of living in my house, and especially whenever I've been breeding them and they've just kind of been piling up, though it is going to help that we are going to actually need a bunch of sheep. So I guess I can continue breeding them. But the second thing that I wanted to do is pretty much build something pretty much more efficient than this little thing right here in the middle of the ocean. One of the things that I do want to do with this is I want to build some sort of just area that will automatically collect all the saplings and all the wood that falls in, so I don't have to go diving for it. I think that's going to be pretty helpful, and especially since I can use it for multiple different types of trees. I can use it for the standard jungle ones, or I can do it with normal those kind of trees. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe the tree farm can go over here, and I have an idea of what I can do with the sheep right in here. So definitely going to be populating the little island area, which I am so excited for. And yeah. So you guys might have noticed in that last clip that the staircase down to my mine is almost completely gone except for that little stair right there, and that's pretty insignificant. What I've done is I have redstoned a little bit. Let me just pop on down here. I'll replace this later. But yeah, you can see I have sticky pistons here, and what happens there is pretty much just I have it set so whenever I'm running, it will automatically open up. So let me go ahead and show you that. So if I'm down here, there's the tripwire that'll activate it, but I have this little staircase going through down to my mine, so this is the way to currently get up. And then if I'm running on the stairs, I will activate that tripwire, and then it'll open up, and then I can just pop on out. And yeah, it's like I was never even there, which is awesome. I love that. We can add minuscule little redstone things like that just around the base, and it looks pretty awesome and functions pretty well. The first thing that we're going to be building is this little thing right here. This is basically just a little item collector for a tree farm. The way that this works is there is a bunch of ice underneath, and that is going to work in tandem with all of the water to bring all of the entities that fall into it into the center, and then from there it is going to be collected into a bunch of hoppers that are in the center, and from there we really don't have to worry about losing any saplings. Especially when it comes to the jungle trees, I think that's going to be pretty dang helpful, and whenever I just walk up there, it's really easy to just go and hack down into an entire tree, which is really going to make wood really abundant now, which is exactly what I need. For the second project of today, we are going to be getting our sheep outside, and we are going to get them all customized and personalized pens. But the first thing we need to do is actually get them out of my house. They are so annoying, and good riddance. So now we need to get together the basic dyes that will get us all the rest of the dyes and get all of the colored sheep. So I have a whole lot of nothing, so let's just go on through the checklist. White dye? Check. Red dye? Check. Yellow dye? Check. Green dye? Check. Blue dye? Check. Brown dye? Check. Black dye? Murder! Check. And with our basic dyes combined, we have every dye that we will ever need ever. I only ever need 6 of these dyes, and that is going to work out pretty well, and I'm somehow stuck in half of an announcer voice, half of my regular voice, so I'm just going to roll with this. Now that we have all of our dyes, I am going to just push along the time lapse that is going to be us building our little sheep farm out here. So, without further ado, let us move on with that. So I was about to go out and start building the sheep farm when boom! Oh my, we have found a sign. This is actually the first kind of interaction we've had at the base here. Lag. Gotta figure out what's causing this. Is it the cows? Are you causing my lag? I doubt it, but please continue to lag my game. Thank you, I am trying to film a video here, God. We have found us a sign from Notch! I was actually hoping to find something else around here, but that is the only thing, and I have no idea who put that there, why or when, which is kind of creepy, but I did expect to find something else somewhere around here, and I don't know, I kind of expected Notch's face to be plastered on top of this, quite honestly. I have no idea, but I assume somebody there had a reason for putting this sign in my base. I went around to a couple other bases and haven't found another sign, so hold on. Look into my eyes. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Anyways, let's get on to the sheep time lapse. But yeah, I think that's about it for the sheep farm. Everything is now built, and it is actually looking really nice with all the colors. And while it may not look like a whole lot just from looking straight at it, if you just walk through, I even added some alternating carpet here for each of the wool designs or wool colors that are on that floor, and I think that looks really freaking cool. And then at the top here, I have a chest which is linked down to a little sorter system. So let me go ahead and grab some pink dye and some of that magenta dye, and I will show that off. So pink and magenta, I just chuck that in, and then I can go down to here, and this is where all of the stuff is going to be collected. And I have it all marked out pretty obviously. I have both the wool, or the carpet colors as well as the display items. And then if we go over here, you can see that this is actually working, which is nice. So, and then magenta dye, it must be taking a little while to get through the system, but I guarantee it works. As you can see, it's all been sorted, so that is nice. I just chucked a crap ton of wool in there. What is taking you so long? You are not helping my point. Well, I guess it's slow, but it does work, so let me see. Is anything even being sorted? Either that got sorted before I got down there, or it's still funneling through the hoppers somehow. I don't know, but this is the little system that I have set up, and it's pretty much just your standard tileable item sorter. And this is actually like a really broad area that just a lot of item sorters that I've built, and it actually is giving me ideas of maybe wanting to do like an entire building that just sorts items, having like a storage area instead of just a little room sitting there in my basement. But yeah, I can't think of a whole lot else that I wanted to do this episode. It was mainly the tree farm, pretty minuscule, and the sheep farm, which is actually pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. And something that I did want to talk about real quick is pretty much space. If you look around the island, you kind of get the feeling that there is quite a lot of stuff going on here, but I'm also not getting the sense that there's a lot of space to build anymore. And to remedy this, I was thinking about extending out this little useful walkable area to cover the entire island as opposed to just about half. So what I was thinking about doing is just taking a bunch of mycelium and stone slabs and just circling the area just around the island, because we have plenty of space. We have an entire half of the island that is not even being touched. It's all just water, and I think we can really put that to use, which is what I was thinking about doing. And so I might do that next episode or sometime in the future, but that's definitely something that I want to do. And it really does work, seeing as it pretty much just circles over and then stops on both sides. So it's not like I can't just connect it by just building around it. So yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing to get us more space, and then of course to make it actually practical. Now that we don't have any sheep in our house, we have this little area free over here, which over here I could very easily see putting in double doors. Double doors. I thought I said Dumbledore for a second. I don't know. It would be pretty reasonable to put something right here, which I could definitely do. And yeah, I think that would be nice to have this entire area just be open, free range. And as always, if you guys have anything that you want me to build, keep in mind that I am in the ocean, but feel free to suggest it in the comments. So yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to talk about for this episode of MUCraft. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I am going to destroy this sign and get going. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.